Hello and welcome to the European Live Volleyball Show here from the Palazzetto della Roma de Sport. It's an incredible evening of volleyball as we have reached the final day of Euro Volley 2023. First of all, we have the bronze medal match between Slovenia and France, both looking to pull back after losing their semi-finals just 2 nights ago. And then we have the final coming up later on between Italy and Poland here in Rome. Here are Slovenia just arriving for the bronze medal game that should start in around an hour's time. Well, they're looking for another medal to make it 4 from the last 5 Euro volleys. As you can just see, Georgi Kletsu here, the head coach, Romanian head coach of Slovenia. We're just going to follow this team in as Rok Mosic here again, as always. Playing on the right side this time. He's looking for another medal. Remember, they took second 2 years ago in Katowice, where they lost out to a very good Italian team in the final. Now they're looking for their first bronze, having had those 4 silvers. As Slovenia arriving, we're expecting to see France in just 5 minutes or so time arrive here in Rome. Obviously Irvin Engerpeth, likes of Kevin Tilly, Grebennikov, Tony Yudi, all part of the French team that won gold in 2015. Have a look at this down here as well. Little fly just interrupting me on my way in. So 5 of that French team, we'll carry on, shall we? 5 of that French team still remain from 2015. And this is where the players are entering. We're going to head towards the changing room in just a moment. I have no idea what this is either. Hi! How are you? Any idea who that is or what that is? Let me know, I don't know. Here's our main photographer, Connie again, as we spoke to briefly the other evening. To very knowledgeable CEV staff and legends, but possibly nick you for one comment. Thank you. Here we go. We've got Adam Pank here, middle from Slovenia. Firstly, it's another big evening for you. You're looking for another medal in the European Championships. A quick regroup after the semi-final defeat and back at it again.
Yeah, like I said, this 1 day free came really good because you can relax a little bit. You don't need to go straight into the next game. Today, France, for the medals, a big chance to get it. And we're going to try our best to win.
Thanks very much. Enjoy your evening and good luck for another medal. We're going to actually follow the main middleman up the stairs. Remember, he made 16 points in the European Championship final last year. 2 years ago, sorry, and Pajenk. And he's been part of the team for Slovenia all the way through their sort of golden run of silver medals. Let's put it that way. This is where the players come down the stairs before they start and go through the main entrance area of the Palazzetto della Sport de Roma. And this is the main changing room, just down here on the left-hand side. Changing room for a little bit later on. Just so you know that the teams don't share changing rooms. It's not a way of being one team's in one and then it's replaced. They will have all 4. We're going to be quite quiet here because this is definitely not our place to go into, but this is Slovenia's changing room where they're looking to take yet another medal at the European Championships. Today, though, they have to beat their former coach in Andrea Gianni, who hopefully will be arriving with France in just a moment. So we're going to head back downstairs. We're going to see if France are here. We're going to see who we can catch up. As Gregor Ropet, we saw earlier on. Can we borrow you for a quick chat?
Yeah, sure.
Gregor, Louis, lovely to see you. This is a European live show, so a lot of volleyball fans watching live. We were with you the other evening as you went over on your ankle. How was it?
It's still quite painful, I have to say. Was not a very easy sprain, unfortunately, but this is sport. It happens, so nothing. Now we are working with our staff, with our doctors to make as fast as possible the recovery and try to be ready for Olympic qualifications.
So you think it could be a quick enough turnaround for the Olympic qualifications?
I really hope so. For now, it's hard to say, but we will definitely give everything to do that.
Amazing. And how are the boys feeling after obviously disappointment of the semi-final, but also another big evening for Slovenia to make another medal of the European Championships? Those opportunities don't still come around very often.
No, of course, it's still a big thing for our country, for our team. We got over, I think, this loss and everything that happened in this match against Poland quite fast, and I think the boys are ready, very motivated, and I hope we can take this bronze medal.
Ready to fire it up against France?
Sure.
There you go from the side. We hope, wish you all the best with the ankle as well. There you go. I think we could all feel that sort of swollen, that ankle sprain just 2 nights ago for Gregor Ropet. We're going to have to hurry up here because we know who's coming through the door in just a moment. They're not quite here yet. Yes, that's quite lucky. I was scared that we were going to miss them by a little bit. Good news is that a certain Mr. Irvin Engepeth is going to be coming in and doing the flash interview. So fingers crossed that we can grab one of the greatest of all time for a little chat just before he goes up to get ready for another game. And we'll also try and check in on how his knee's doing. Obviously came off the bench the other evening and played really well, I thought, but just wasn't quite enough for France, was it, against an Italian performance that was one of the best of the competition so far. So back down we come. Back to the mix zone where we wait for France here. Let's have a little look around. Still no French coach here, but for France, they're looking for that first medal since 2015, where they sort of lit that golden generation, the likes of Tilly, Grebennikov, Toniuti, Engepeth, all coming to the forefront of the European game, as well as we're just getting directed out here as the French coaches arrive. So we're going to have to come this way, I think, to make sure that we stay out of the way of the French team. I mean, the French team is certainly one that you don't want to upset here in Rome, is it? So, Connie, how are you? Very quickly.
Hello.
This is the photographer Connie that you see all the way around the world taking photos. One of the best photographers we've got. Who's going to win tonight? Who's going to win the gold?
Which match?
The gold.
I'm neutral.
She always says this. Connie, come on.
No, I love both. What can I say?
In the women's in the women's final, I went Turkey, didn't I? And you went for Serbia.
Yeah, I lost.
And she still owes me a dinner for that, you know. She still owes me a dinner for that one.
Yeah, so better I don't say nothing tonight.
Double or quits tonight. Who's it going to be?
They are coming. Look, they're arriving.
France are coming. You got to take photos. Connie's going to go and take some photos now, as I think that the final tonight's going to be absolutely sensational. You've got a repeat of the World Championship final just last year in Katowice. Italy, the reigning European champions, up against Poland, who won the VNL, but also we know what Poland are capable of at this level as France make their way in here. Having a look at some of the players. Cleverno, Kevin Tilly, all look ready, set for business, don't they? I think that France will be really up for this game. It's looking like they want to take that first European Championship medal since 2015. Stefan Boyer, we saw him come off the bench, didn't we, in the semi-final? So it'll be interesting to see where they go with tonight in Andrea Gianni, or who he goes with this evening through that opposite spot. Does he stay with Jean Petrie, or does he go with Stefan Boyer on the opposite? There's a few interesting selection decisions to be made as Benny Toniudi, the French captain, coming in, followed by Genia Grebennikov and Irvin Engepeth before we start. And hopefully we are going to try and get Irvin Engepeth very quickly on this show. Sorry, can I borrow you for just two questions? European live show, sorry, Louis. Nice to meet you. Couple of things.
For our team, but we're in semi-final, so it's something positive. Yeah, I'm not in my best shape physically, but with the head, I'm okay. It's so important in our sports, and let's go to make a big game today.
I thought that was the most impressive thing about you coming off the bench in the semi-final, is that you still gave so much energy to the team, and I think the fans saw that too. Good luck with everything. Obviously, France looking for their first medal since 2015, and one of the best to ever do it right here. Thanks very much for your time. Wow, I mean, what a treat. We're now going to follow him up the stairs to the changing room, if he doesn't mind. But I'm sure he's pretty used to it. Ingapeth to MVP at the Olympic Games. One of those just anomaly players, isn't he? Like the most creative, an unbelievable psychological presence on the team that he spoke about before. And I think anyone who knows volleyball, watches volleyball, knows who this guy is. So to have him playing in this competition is fantastic, but B, to have him come and talk to us is also absolutely incredible. Knee injury, only came off the bench, serving substitution to start with, made a difference, but then he played at the end of the game against the Italians, and it felt like he made a real big difference. Then it came on, he passed very well and scored points where he could, but also you could see it was evident that he was playing off a half a jump or a three-quarters jump there. As here come the Slovenian boys ready for a warm-up, and we're going to head down show the preview towards the Italy-Poland final, which is going to be another epic match. First, we have the bronze medal match. Boys coming out just behind me here, as some of our VIPs as well coming down the hallway. Italy-Poland will be special, a rematch of the world champions. The other way, down the ramp we go. It's going to bring us back out towards the mix zone, round the corner. Hopefully you don't lose me. If you do, I can't go too far. It's a little bit of a maze through here. Left to the right and back round again. It's all getting very serious here. And you can feel that it's a big evening for European volleyball. We're expecting a full house here, of course, because Italy have made the finals at home. And this venue, the Palazzetto dello Sport di Roma, it was the host of the boxing competition in 1960, won by Cassius Clay, aka Muhammad Ali, won here. Cassius, obviously a Roman name as well. So maybe that's a good omen for the Italians. Maybe they're going to come in here into this incredible stadium, and I just have to make sure we're in the right spot as we go into this incredible Colosseum-like venue, isn't it? You come in here, we look up, and boom, here we are in this rounded Colosseum-shaped venue that has hosted so many incredible events in the past. the Olympics in 1960, but also the FIVB World Championships here in 2010. If you can remember who won that World Championships, drop it in the comment box underneath as well. But just to the left of us here, obviously we walk into the main arena. Very, very quiet here. But if you look at every seat, it's pretty obvious whose home that we're in as well. So we're going to keep walking through here as it's interesting here to see what happens at the beginning of a game before we even hit the warm-up. We've got the young opposite player here from Slovenia, just working on a little bit of ball control with Georgi Kletsu. Another big evening for Kletsu, obviously a Champions League winning coach with Zaksa, and now he's looking for his first European Championship medal as a head coach of Slovenia as well. Slovenia battling for bronze, where last year they were battling for the silver medal or for the gold medal, but ended up taking the silver. Thinking about the gold medal match a little bit later on, can Italy go back to back for the third time? Or is it going to be Poland looking to win their first gold medal and their first medal since 2009? For Poland, the only remainer from that squad is Bartosz Kurek, who said to us in the press conference a little bit earlier on in the week that all of that is forgotten. It was a special moment, but it's all forgotten now as they look forward to winning another competition. We've got people crawling underneath the camera here and everything. This is a proper production here. This volleyball live show is Andrea Gianni there on the bench as well, playing against the team that he once coached to a silver medal in this competition against France, funny enough, in 2015. So he's been on the other side of the net coaching Slovenia against France. Now he's on the French side of things coaching against Slovenia for another European Championship medal. It's going to be a fascinating one, isn't it? Gianni's won 4 of these competitions himself. Would have been disappointed with the performance against Italy. Obviously, he said it wasn't easy coaching against the Italians before the game. He said it was all business as soon as the first whistle would go, and that was certainly the case. But you felt that France, in an arena like this, against a fantastic World and European Championship winning team from Italy, that it was always going to be difficult for France. And as Engapet said, they're looking to bounce. See who we can see what's happening around here. We're going to go into the court. Hang on a minute, we're going on. And there's not very many times, apart from on this show, where I can actually get access to this sort of close contact with the players, so to speak, before we go. If any coaches or players out there want to see how these guys come out and get about their business, France have gone for the football skills early on. Anton Brizard and Trevor Cleverno. As the big news here also is for Slovenia that Dejan Vincic has been recalled to the side for Slovenia, with Gregor Ropet missing out due to that ankle injury that we just saw him a while ago. And you're getting some really good behind the scenes footage here. So again, just the warm-up here on the European Live Volleyball Show. Great footage, isn't it, to be able to be this close to the warm-up and just have a little look at what's happening, as we've got a bit of a legend coming our way in Andrea Gianni, and I think it's always interesting to see what Andrea Gianni has to say. I mean, how spoiled are we today to have a legend like this man, Andrea Gianni, join us? A legend, a proper legend. You are a proper legend, come on. Come on. He's won European Championships, you name it, 4 of them. How are you doing, Coach?
Very well, because we are to play in the final, because this is the final. Our target with us, and it's a pleasure to arrive here and in this forum, in Rome, many people, my country. It's special.
Not only are you in your own country, you're coaching a team that you once led yourself to play against France in the final, so you've got lots of friends everywhere, but it must be another interesting evening to play against Slovenia.
I start with the head coach with the Slovenia, and was 2 years incredible, because we arrived in the final of European Championship and we won many matches, and for me it's a pleasure to see these guys here because we build, they continue to improve the level every day, and I'm very happy.
Amazing. And talk us through this European Championships for France, because Erwin Engepet carrying an injury, Clevenot not quite 100% fit, so it's been a difficult balancing act for you. So you must be over the moon to make the Final 4, and looking on to have them fit again will be nice.
No, the first question is this athlete play very more matches, no, and more guys arrive after the club with the non-perfect condition, and we manage the physical condition all this season of the national team. And but we arrive in our target, because we arrive in the quarterfinal of VNL, and we want to arrive in this final. We arrived, and I think it's important the team play with the team, and all of these guys push 100% in all conditions, and this is very important.
I was going to say that sometimes in the past for volleyball fans we've seen France sort of like the chemistry go up and down a little bit,
yes.
And now it feels like they're right in they're in unison.
But this is my job, to have the balance of the result, during the more tournament. These guys has experience, but I think we need to find together the good way to arrive in the balance of this kind of the performance. I think it's the volleyball is changing in the last 3 years because we have many teams to play the high level, and we need to work to confirm every time to be in the first level. And the first level is not to win, but to stay in the podium.
Thank you so much. It's always a great pleasure and good luck. Thanks. What a legend, eh? I mean, just casual as you like. Is there a more relaxed man in this arena right now than Andrea Gianni? I'm going to say no, there's not. As the rest of the team are coming out, they certainly look up for this one, don't they? France, very calm, very up for it. As Rok Mosic is just stretching out to the right-hand side. I don't know if you can see Rok Mosic yet, but he's been impressive. Started off as a wing spiker. Now he's playing on the right side for Slovenia and just causing that split on the net with Tina Arnaut and Clement Chabot on the other side. So we got some little guests here with us. Boys, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine, thank you. I'm Alessandro.
Alessandro. Hey, and what are you guys doing here? What's your job for this evening?
The flag, the Poland flag. I have to reggere, to take it.
Big pressure this evening on the young Italian boys.
Direct, world direct.
You got to hold the flag up.
Yes.
Oh, amazing. But you're holding the Polish flag, right?
Huh?
You're holding the Polish flag.
Yes.
But you're supporting Italy.
Oh. Yeah. Yes.
Do you play volleyball?
Yes, I play here in Rome, and we are a member of CQT here in Rome.
Who's your favorite player?
In Italy team, Yuri Romano.
Romano, opposite.
And Alessandro Micheletto.
Micheletto, the two left-handers, huh?
Alessandro Micheletto is the same. We have the same name. I am Alessandro.
Perfect. And how about you guys? Who's your favorite player?
My favorite player is Balasso.
Balasso, libero.
Yes.
Are you a libero as well?
Yes.
Then that makes perfect sense. How about yourself?
My favorite player is Galassi.
Galassi, you're a middleman. You can sort of see this, right? The middle guy, the libero. And what position do you play? Outside.
Outside and attacker.
See, we can tell this already.
Outside and attacker.
What position do you think I am? What position do you think I am? Yeah, it couldn't be anything else, right? Yeah, definitely can be a middle. I know, and I'm even struggling there. Guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing evening and make the most of it. It's going to be incredible. Who's going to win, Italy or Poland?
I think Italy.
I hope Italy. I
Like
hope
the final.
Thinks, hopes?
I love Italy.
Well, thinks as well. It's going to be a very, very close one here. As boys, thank you so much. We've got all of our media here, stats guys doing their business, getting ready before the game. As we haven't got much time left here. Cleverno, give him a bit of peace. So you heard it there from the youngsters that they're incredibly excited for a huge matchup here between Italy and Poland. But first we've got the case of France to look after against Slovenia. Gianni against his old team, but also a repeat of that 2015 final that saw France win their first ever European Championship gold. They're looking for another medal tonight, and it looks like they're getting ready. As Kevin Tilly, how are your skills? KT, good? Oh. Come for a chat. Yeah, it's got to be better than France, huh? And Romania over here. Come on.
You're better at football than volleyball.
Good to see you, mate, first. Do you want a quick chat or should we catch up afterwards? Kevin Tilly. Yeah. Amazing to have Kevin Tilly just kick a football at me for a few times. He's been a big part of that team since 2015 that really changed the way that France went about their volleyball. There's Chiniesi out here as well. We spoke to him on the European Volleyball Show. And that's made me get a little bit of a sweat on here out in the main court. Hello, sir. We head towards Slovenian bench here. We're not going to go too far into their quarters. Just before the game, they've been asked for a little bit of privacy, which is completely fair. Daniele, we spoke to him before. He always tells us who's going to win. He never goes for Italy. We're going to get him. He said he got it right in the women's competition in Brussels. Daniele, who's going to win?
For this match, the bronze medal would be Slovenia.
He goes Slovenia, and for the gold?
Poland, of course.
He goes Poland because he never wants to back Italy. He's scared to back Italy because he thinks karma works in funny old ways. If he goes for if he goes for Poland, Italy will win and vice versa. So we have a little walk around. We've got a French fan up there in the French jersey. There can't be many of those here this evening. As, they're starting to get in nice and early.
This is a no smoking arena. Please be reminded that smoking is prohibited inside the venue. We ask you to turn all mobile phones to silent throughout tonight's event. And we'd love you to share your Euro Volley experience with us. Join the conversation on social media using the hashtag Euro Volley.
So this is it. Euro Volley 2023, 3 weeks of action here in Italy. Well, 8 different cities, 4 different countries. After the success of the women's competition, it's been a humongous effort from everybody involved, from players to referees to coaches to the CEV team. And it feels like a special evening here, and it still hasn't really got going, but you can still feel that the anticipation's building here in Rome. As I just had Kevin Tilly kick this one at me, someone I've known for a long old time now, and not one of my finest moments on camera. You saw my football touches are not quite what they used to be here, but hopefully Tilly's volleyball touches are on point this evening, and France as well. But as we were saying, it's a really special arena, host of that 1960 Olympics, Muhammad Ali winning the gold in here. But also, if you just span around, it's the circular shape of this arena, but it's also how you feel that you're right on top of the action no matter where you're sitting, that makes it really quite imposing, and also makes it just an incredible space for sport. Yes, it's a little bit older now and a little bit more dated in some ways, but like a lot of Rome, it's just kept tremendous character the whole way through. As we have a look around this Palazzetto dello Sport di Roma. So, our team are having a great time here behind you. If you could only see it the way that I can see it right now, it's very good to see the hard work that they're putting in, but the fun they're having as well. We're not far away from liftoff. You can see everything on Euro Volley TV. That's the place where you need to go to watch these games. I think it's going to be a special evening, a repeat of the World Championships here in Rome from Katowice, but also Italy looking to go back-to-back European champions, Poland looking to get their hands on the trophy for the first time since 2009, and at the same time, just a special evening because for me, pound for pound, these are the two best teams in the world. The matchup, Leon was in sensational form, wasn't he? One of the best games he's had, I think, in a Poland shirt for a while, but Slivka next to him on the wing. It'll be interesting to see how they both fare against the likes of Micheletto, Romano, Lavia this evening, and the battle in the middles as well. Roberto Russo, we're still trying to figure out if Roberto Russo is fit tonight. There's some rumours going around that he might be back after being on or being left out of the team 2 nights ago after swollen ankle in the quarterfinals. So there's a lot of chitter chatter around about who's fit, who's not, what's going to happen this evening. To be honest, the Italy-Poland game, I have no idea. I've been asked a million times where I think this game is going this evening, and I have no idea. I know that Poland are going to be up for it. Speaking to Alexander or Oleg Slivka yesterday, he just said we're ready to give it everything, and they'll feel like they have a little bit of revenge to take from losing that World Championships last year, where they were looking to win it 3 times in a row in Katowice that went Italy's way. So will it be revenge tonight for Poland after the World Championships, or will Italy, in this incredible arena with around 12,000 people pushing them behind their jerseys the whole evening, upset Poland again like they did last year in the World Championships? Remember, Italy won this competition 2 years ago in Katowice in front of Poland fans. We're expecting 500 odd Polish fans here this evening. The rest will be Italians, just like it was in Katowice a couple of years ago, where the Italians were outsung and out-noised, is that even a word, by the Polish crowd. So the players are not out here yet, as of yet, so we haven't got much time left on the European Volleyball show, but we're going to head to the net, and then I think we're going to say goodbye in just a moment. I'm going to get rid of this very quickly. Over the head of the camera. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. The European Volleyball show live will be back in between games. I think that's the biggest news as we look to preview Italy-Poland in a little bit more depth. These guys are coming onto the court, so that is my cue to get off of the court very quickly and then get out of your way so you can go and tune on to Euro Volley TV. Slovenia are out here ready to warm up. Right, there you have it. The European live show is done and dusted until in between the games, where we're going to be back for more interviews. We're going to get more news from around the teams. Who's fit, who's not, who's starting, who isn't. But first of all, we need to watch this game right here. Slovenia versus France for that bronze medal. Live on Euro Volley TV, 5:30 start local time. Thanks for joining myself, Louis, and the rest of the team who are working so hard behind the scenes. We will see you for that first game very shortly, and then we'll be back very, very soon.
Slovenia e Francia, due bellissime squadre, ce la godiamo tutta. Oh, it's very hard to say this in this moment, but I think that they are very incredible match. Molto difficile per vederlo adesso, sarà un match incredibile come questo che sia.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to have an amazing day and we are going to entertain you to all the pre-match show. So ladies and gentlemen, enjoy these 2 matches and enjoy the day of amazing volleyball.
Saremo con voi nel tempo di questa splendida giornata di sport, 2 partite fenomenali, godetevi!
The world's strongest competition returns. With more determination than ever before. To ensure a long-lasting legacy. Introducing the 4 host countries. North Macedonia, Bulgaria, Israel, Italy. CEV Euro Volley 2023.
Thank you.